you enter YouTube or enter Facebook, and they start flooding you with all kinds of very attractive videos of, funny cats doing all kinds of funny things. And 3 hours, you just watch one video after the other, and you're letting technology basically take control of your attention and your mind. So if we are not careful, we might end up creating the most unequal society that ever existed in history. So how to deal with it? Similarly, in the 21st century, as we gain new powers, but our understanding of the complexity of the world and the implications, the consequences of our actions is still very limited, and therefore our immense powers may also result in terrible new problems. For example, artificial intelligence may push billions of humans out of the job market and create an enormous new class of useless people. Or bioengineering could result in splitting humankind into different biological castes. For the first time in history, it will be possible to translate economic differences between classes into biological differences. So if we are not careful, we might end up creating the most unequal society that ever existed in history. The paradox of knowledge is that as we acquire more knowledge, the world changes faster than before, and there our knowledge becomes outdated more quickly. And the end result is that we understand the world less and not more. We have really no idea how the world would look like in 2040 or 2050. We don't know what the job market would look like. We don't know what the family structure or the political system would look like. And because of that, we have no idea what to teach children in schools and colleges. In 1017, then you didn't know what will be, say, the political situation in 40 years. Maybe the Chinese Song dynasty will invade. Maybe the Khitans from Manchuria will invade. Maybe there will be a civil war. You don't know. You can't predict such things. But you did know that even in 40 years, most people will be farmers. The economy will be based on agriculture, and that armies and administrative systems will still rely on human beings. So parents taught their children how to plant rice, or how to weave silk, or how to read and write, or how to ride on horseback, because they knew this is the skills that will be necessary even in 40 years, no matter what the political situation will be. But today, in 2017, we don't know what to teach the kids, because we don't know what the economy would look like in 40 years. So how to deal with it? We don't really have good solutions. But the best thing we can probably teach young people is how to deal with chaos, with the unknown, and with constant change. This will be the most important skill they will need. So I guess we should focus less on providing particular information or in training particular skills, and instead invest more in developing the mental balance and the mental flexibility of people. The big question with any important technology is how do we use technology for our purposes instead of being enslaved by the technology and allowing the technology to dictate our purposes to us. But for that, you need to know what your purposes are, who you are, what you want from life. But if you have no idea what is important and what interests you, so you may open the computer and start, you enter YouTube or enter Facebook, and they start flooding you with all kinds of very attractive videos of, funny cats doing all kinds of funny things. And 3 hours, you just watch one video after the other, and you're letting technology basically take control of your attention and your mind. The problem of happiness is a very serious one, which humankind never managed to solve. throughout history, you see that humans constantly invent new technologies and they create new social systems and administrational systems and so forth, and they gain immense power because of all these inventions, but they don't really know how to translate that power into greater happiness, which is why we are thousands of times more powerful than in the Stone Age, but we don't seem to be significantly happier than we were in the Stone Age. But in order to answer the really big questions, like whether people today are happier than in the past, or how capitalism became the dominant economic system in the world, you cannot answer such questions by focusing just on one subject. You need to cover a very wide range of subjects in order to do that. But then the danger is that you kind of drown in a sea of details and facts and information, and you lose your focus and you're unable to make sense, to build a coherent picture out of all the different books and studies that you read and then investigate. This is one of the reasons that I practice Vipassana meditation, which gives me this focus and mental balance. And without this practice of Vipassana, I don't think I would have been able to write Sapiens or to write Homodeus. And I personally practice 2 hours every day, and my yearly vacation is to go to a long retreat. Last year I went to a 45 days meditation retreat, and this year I want to go to a 60 days meditation retreat, which really is for me very crucial to keep my mental balance.